So I think we are live now. So I think we are going to go live, and let's see whether we are live or not. So yeah, so United versus Brighton versus United ended in a 3-2 win for United, and I've seen a lot of like hatred towards Woodward and people saying that he's not good enough to lead United as a whole, as a company forward, especially in the footballing part of the company. He's very good in the commercial part where he has an amazing. But to be frank, it's not his fault. OGS, that is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is not good at all. He's not good. He cannot take United forward. And I don't know that you agree, but with the squad he has, even if they don't add anyone else in the coming games, he should have beaten Crystal Palace last week, and he should have comfortably beaten Brighton, although they are a very good Brighton side. They should have comfortably beaten Brighton with the squad he has. He struggled. His selection was wrong today, according to me. His substitutions were very, very negative and very bad. No impact much. I just think he's not cut out, like of the same cloth of maybe what they aspire, like having someone coming from a former player in the mold of maybe like someone like Guardiola or Zidane, or maybe someone like even like Hansi Flick to some extent. But OGS is not good at all. It's his, like, even last year, in the beginning of the season, I think they were down to 12th or something, and he of course got them to top four, and people are praising him for that. But he got them to 12th in the first place. It's not a big deal for him to come to fourth from 12th. I mean, it's a big deal in the sense that you have to overcome that's deficient. But with this team, it's not a big deal. When you have such a good team, it's not a very big deal. And today, at least in this season, the last two games that was this and in the Premier League, this and against Crystal Palace shows that he's not right good enough for United. And I'll just say you the statistics from today. Okay, so this is like a ultra United team who have one of the best forward line: Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, amazing wing backs amazing fullbacks in the likes of AWB, Aaron Van Bissaka, and Luke Shaw. Amazing. At least what everyone thinks so. Brighton had 18 shots to United 7, and Brighton had 5 shots on target to United 3. So people may say, okay, they just took shots from anywhere. You can say that, but they had 5 shots which hit the target. Like it hit the post. And even if they were just taking shots, it should be United, who generally used to have those kind of numbers in the beginning, in the past. And like in the end, I don't know whether many of you all saw, but if you all noticed the last goal that Brighton scored, the corner which Solly March scored in the 90 plus fifth minute in the back post, that looked like when Alex Ferguson was in charge, and when they used to attack United relentlessly in the so-called Alex Ferguson time, Fergie time. It looked like that, and United just looked like a joke on the field. They're not good enough. Like, even with whatever team they have, that is quite good to get them top four. In terms of wages, in terms of talent, they are good enough to come in top four. But I just think OGS is out of his depth, basically, just out of his depth. He's not good enough. I think he's a very good. I don't know that he's a good manager itself, because people may say like, okay, the team was not good, but even Cardiff, when he used to manage them, they did not want him. They wanted him sacked. So yeah, so going more into the statistics, Brighton had an expected goal of 2.98 to United's 1.58, and I already said you the shots. What happened? Brighton had, I think, around 18 shot. How many? Wait, something. Yeah, so Brighton had 18 shots with 5 on target, and United had 7 with three on target. So that is 72% of the chances were created by Brighton in comparison to just 18%. So that's not good for like a club like United, which even if they don't buy anyone else this season, they should be putting up better numbers and dispatching teams like Brighton and Crystal Palace last week. But take nothing away from Brighton, they are a very very well set out team. Graham Potter sets out his team extremely well. So yeah, so I'll give to some extent I'll give Brighton some credit which they deserve. Like after the first two games, like against, I think against first one was against Chelsea, which they lost, but statistically they were better than Chelsea. And second match against Newcastle, which they won, is on very well. So next up, United are against Tottenham in the Premier League, and they are against Brighton again in the Carabao Cup, which will be on I think 1st of October. So next up, they are in the Premier League. They are against Tottenham, and I can unless someone bails United out, I can't see Ole going out and giving in a masterclass. Even if he wins, it'll be some excellence of the some of the player, but Ole is not good. Ole is simply not good. He is not good enough to be a United manager, and I think he should move on. So on that thing, I think the next game is about to start, and so uh, which is the next game? I just totally forgot. I think the next game is just 1 second. Which is the next game? Yeah. So next game is Crystal Palace versus Everton. So again, this is one of the good games. I hope like here you can see like how Everton, like how Ancelotti has turned the team around. Although you can see he has got almost all his signings correct, but they didn't the signings are gelling together. In case of United, Ole doesn't seem to have been able to gel the side together. So like on that note, I'll talk to you after that, after the maybe all the games are done now, or maybe when someone else, some other major hot, I have major hot take. So till then, take care, stay safe, and bye. And I'll end the live stream.